Good morning, everybody, and welcome to our week that begins today. So anyways, let's just hop right to it. So always click modules, please, and, check out my announcements as well. Basically every day, you should be logging into your Canvas courses every single day. I hate to say it, but yeah. And then I want to point out too, the syllabus. Yes, our syllabus is right here, but this is a bird's eye view of all of the assignments and when they're due. So, take note that what all we have in store for you. Anyways, click modules and I'll take you down to where we are. All right, week begins February 7th. Article reflection, guess what? This is your very last one. One comment, please make that second paragraph detailed. For instance, if you can relate, then tell me how you can relate. Keep that focus from beginning to end. Don't get off on tangents about how Kyle Korver relates. I want to hear how you can relate to what Kyle Korver went through. MLA a format template. So the essay should be in MLA format. So here is a template and you can make a copy of it and copy and paste your outline in it. Now, one student reached out to me and she's like, hey, I can't get up there. So how you get up into this header is double click. Ta-da! And then you can take out my name and put in your last name. And then to get out of that, just double click. And then you are already set. Don't delete all of this. Well, I would suggest reading my annotations over here because that's general MLA practices. So in the meantime, just get rid of the content, not the works cited, just like from here after you read my annotations, and then get rid of it all the way to there, because then you won't lose the formatting if you keep the word Monica there. And then of course, change all those. Then down in the works cited, of course, you're going to use your own sources. If your video, the advertisement should be on here in addition to your two sources. So how you do a hanging indent is by clicking the line or clicking the whole thing, and then going up here to format, and then you should be probably writing this down. Align and indent, indentation options, hanging, and then 0.50. Now, sometimes that 0.50 isn't there, so you got to type it in, but take note of what these numbers are in case they're not there. So 00 hanging down at the bottom and 0.5, and then you apply. So there is that. So let's go back over here. So we have the MLA template format. So then how to cite everything. So of course, perhaps you might use AI. So that has to be cited, and that is indicated in my syllabus. That is one of my course rules, I guess you could say, course practices. So I'm not going to leave you hanging. Like, here is how you cite AI content. So there you go. It's basically the same as the other ones. The only, there's just a little baby hiccup in that when you get into ChatGPT, there's like this baby question mark at the bottom right-hand corner, and it's barely visible. But anyways, you have to go there. Here's a 5-minute video about how to cite general sources using a citation machine. I have used so many, and then now my thing is citefast.com. I have no idea, but now I really like that one. So whatever. Additionally, here's a spreadsheet that has all kinds of types of sources. And then down at the bottom, here are the types of sources, including YouTube, including AI, including websites. So, like maybe there's no author. So if you don't want to use the citation machine, that's no problem. Actually, it's actually very good practice to do 2 citations for each source. And then that way, you know that your formatting is accurate when they both line up or both are the same. And then this is shows you how to do AI content. Here's a spreadsheet that I created. And then here's a 5-minute video of how to use the citation machine. So hopefully that will be helpful. I haven't really cracked down on citations yet because I haven't taught that to you. I mean, even with the annotated bibliography, many of you were able to cite sources just perfectly. And I was really happy that you did, especially when I hadn't even taught you. So anyways, all right, moving on down to what we are doing. So article reflection, that is the last one. So do a bang up job, please. MLA template format, how to cite everything. Those are videos. So you did the first draft up here, okay? So now we're on to the second draft, which is due in a week or so. And then here is the rubric. So there's the rubric. In case you're wondering, like, what the heck are we being graded on? For the most part. And then this is the actual rubric of what the criteria of what I am grading you on. So if you want to know like what I'm grading you on, I'm so sorry. I'm a little spacey today because I have this huge head cold and I'm jacked up on drugs. And so it makes me a little spacey. This is the criteria that I will be grading you on. And then that's the same thing. Gosh darn it. Oh, this is what I wanted to point out to you. So what gets you here is by clicking, oh, Lord have mercy, where to go? First draft, is that it? No, I'm so sorry. I'm wasting your time. That's not good. Crap. Where did it go? Where did it go? All right, you know what? I'm just going to make a separate link for that so that you have it. So anyways, so you did your outline, you copied and pasted it into your MLA format. Now you have to flesh out that outline a little more. And this is food for thought. So like the hook. The hook, you could start with the hook, catches the reader's attention. You could do a startling statistic. You could do a quote. You could do a question, just not a yes or no question. Startling statistic, quote, or an anecdote, which is a quick short story. Background information, here you're going to introduce the image, source, date, author, where was it published, provide a quick summary of the image description or video, like what's happening in the video, and then what they're advertising, of course. And then maybe if you want to share some information about the company or the product, perhaps one of the sources you used on your annotated bibliography was the company, you used the company website. Well, here's a perfect opportunity to incorporate some of that information in here. And then the thesis. Now, I got to tell you, on the outlines that I have looked at, I'm telling you what, you guys, that thesis and the prongs have got to match your body paragraphs. I'm telling you that right now. So let's go back to this, and I'm going to blow this up just a little bit so that you can all see what I am talking about. All right, so here's a sample thesis statement. Now the prongs are the items listed here. So maybe you want to talk about music, celebrities, and the emotional narrative, which is the story. Oh, Lord have mercy. It's, it really affects your emotions. You feel guilty, you feel sad, whatever. And then of its music. So you better have, I sound like I'm threatening, but I'm not really. I need to see that you have a body paragraph about music and why it is persuasive. Give me the title. Give me how many minutes or how many seconds it plays. Name the instruments. And then the celebrities. Who are they? Why are they credible? And please make sure you tell us how they are well known. Like, I keep using Post Malone, but your audience is the college community. So these old folks, you probably think I'm old, but these old folks, like these old professors with gray hair, they are not going to know who Post Malone is. So you need to indicate how come these Celebrities are well known. Talk about how long they've been in the industry, how many records or how many songs they've sold and whatnot. And then talk about the emotional narrative. How does it pull at your heartstrings? How does it pull at um your emotions? So if you know, like in the outline, I also noticed like a lot of people followed my examples of pathos, ethos, and logos, and that's fine and dandy, but like right here, the music, that's pathos, emotional narrative, that's pathos, and celebrities is ethos. So you can either name pathos, ethos, or logos in here, but you better have those body paragraphs about pathos, ethos, and logos and examples of pathos, ethos, and logos. Or you can just be more specific and say music, celebrities, and emotional narrative. I don't care, because on the outline, I listed all kinds of things. I listed ethos, pathos, logos, and then I also listed, sob story and music and colors and all that stuff. So again, please, I'm gonna call you on the carpet, and I sound like I'm threatening you, but I'm not. But that's what this whole course is all about. And I know you guys, you know this from Comp 1. You all graduated from Comp 1, so you know this. And let's see here. What else do I need to talk to you about? So February 6th, make sure you click this, make sure you click this. This is the second draft. So the second draft, after you do the first draft, then like, what do you do now? All right, well, remember, one of your assignments is to visit the Writing Center. So go visit the Writing Center. You can email your essay to them. You can do a Zoom with them, or walk in, actually. Or you can do a conference with me, which would be lovely. I would love to talk to you about your essay. And then what you're going to do is, this is the revision stage, so that between the first draft and the second draft is where you revise. And revise is different from editing. So revision is like the big stuff. Make sure you have a thesis that's clear. Your organization, which means you do have an introduction, you have that hook, you have background information, you have the thesis statement. You have your body paragraphs, which line up to the prongs in your thesis. And then the support in those body paragraphs are paraphrases and direct quotes from the actual advertisement. You have personal commentary. Paraphrase, we already did that. And then your interpretation of what seems to be persuasive. The other thing that you are expected to pull in is content from 2 different sources. Your video is not one of those sources. So if you did a Budweiser commercial and you went on their website and you found that the history was that they advertised for the last 25 Super Bowls, well, that actually would be kind of an interesting thing to know in the background information. So that'd be actually kind of cool. So if you, and then you could just cite it, this would be background information. Or maybe in your body paragraphs, you're talking about music. Oh, the music was awesome. Okay, well, maybe one of your sources was an article about how music is used in advertisements to persuade the audience to buy the product. All right, well, pull in the information from that source, direct quotes or paraphrases, or even a summary, to back you up. Like, you think this music is lovely and engaging and memorable, but then pull in the source that backs you up. You can use sources to supplement your content anywhere you want in this essay. So I'm not dictating where it should go. Honestly, your observations of the actual video, your details that are brought in, how many seconds, what instruments, what colors, what shade of colors, what does the celebrity do, how long are they in there, how are they made up, what are their actions, what are their words. So I'm like, in the outline, or did I put that in here? Did I put excruciating detail? And then I have to laugh because 2 students I've talked to them a little bit before, and the 2 students, they turned in, it was excruciating detail in their outline. I just had to laugh, and I mean, they gave me what I wanted, and they got 20 points out of 20 points because I got some excruciating detail. Of course it wasn't inappropriate, but it was excruciating. So you better go overboard rather than too general, because I'm gonna make sure that you include that. I'm gonna come down hard on that. I need you to analyze that ad. I do not want generalities, or I'm gonna throw it right back at you and say, hey, prove to me that you actually analyzed this ad. Okay? So moving on back, probably think I'm on a terror here, which I might be, who knows? And then, all right, Writing Center. And you're going to go to the Writing Center, visit the website, make an appointment, and then fill out this quick reflection. The reflection indicates who did you visit, what was the date, what was the time, and what was discussed. The other thing is text me and we can go over your paper via Zoom. All right, next. Let's see here. Peer workshop. You can put your you can put your Google Doc URL out here anytime you want. And so, and then you can swap papers with whoever posted before you or after you, whoever is not paired up. And then it talks about like what kind, it says 7 to 10 comments in the margins. And then what do you notice? What is good about their essay? What needs clearing up? Where are areas where they could add more specifics, details, and explanations? That's all I need you guys to answer. And then 7 to 10, and call it a day. I will be reading these comments so that the student whose paper it is guided properly. I also will be looking for quality comments. Like if you tell them that, oh, you need a comma here. Just ChatGPT can do that. So no, don't tell them where a comma is needed. I need more substantial comments. Moving on. I think that's it, right? Let me make sure. Well, let's go to modules. And February 7th, article reflection, MLA template format, how to cite, visual rhetorical first, second draft, conference. Now, of course, this isn't due until the 22nd, but you guys, you know how time passes. I get this over with before sooner or later, because that Writing Center is going to start packing up. So it might take a minute to get an appointment. Peer workshop, again, anytime between now and the February 22nd, you can put in your first draft, you can put in your second draft, you can do whatever you want. And then the final draft is here. I will leave comments on your first draft. I will leave comments on your second draft. So yeah, all right, you guys, listen, I hope you have a wonderful day, and reach out. I'm really proud of you folks who do reach out with clarifying questions. That means you're paying attention. And you are an advocate for your education, because you're pushing to get that education that you need. You are pushing to get the information that you need to be a successful student. And I'm telling you what, you keep doing that. You keep doing that. Hope you have a great